Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tier 1 in MRC. We are racing tonight around what can only be described as the absolute worst F1 track to ever grace the calendar. It is Monaco, where the walls are close, the corners are tight, and the stress is real. I am joined tonight by none other than Monster. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Evening, Younger Hornet. How are we tonight? Well, I already know.
Well, apart from the COVID, I'm doing absolutely beautifully. How are you tonight?
Not too bad. It was, as you say, it's a stressful race. It is a workout around this place. You rarely get a rest.
Do you know what? You had a very nice little race.
I got some good points actually out of this one, so I'll take them. And as I say, I was holding up a fair few drivers and a few on the grid tonight. I think me and one of the Williams drivers were having a little bit of fun this.
Oh yes.
This race. I'm not going to name any names. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, G-star.
Yes. Well, we're currently 1 minute into the into qualifying. We've already had our first DNF, so that's exciting.
Yeah, Sam.
Very
Flan.
unfortunate for Sam Flan.
It's so easy to do around here, though. It's a confidence track here. You build it up over the weekend. And
oh yeah.
as soon as you get going again, you can just get going. But you make one mistake here, and the walls will eat you alive.
Oh yeah, they're just right there. There is no hiding from the walls on this track. My gosh.
No, and this is still showing why this race probably still has the record, I believe, for the fewest amount of finishes for a Grand Prix.
Yeah, it does not surprise me. Although I found a hack on my qualifying run.
Oh, did you now?
I got through the swimming pool chicane. Mm-hmm. I went down the following straight, and you know that left-hander? On the exit of that left-hander, I absolutely clarted the wall, thought my quali run was over, had somehow gained 4.5 tenths.
As you do.
So there's a fun little hack for everyone. If you clart the wall, but manage to keep going, it gains you time.
I don't know how many people are going to take that advice for tonight. Let's see.
Oh, Sam Flan says, didn't hit a wall, I retired, starting from back and potentially finishing there. Do you know what? I absolutely respect the, do you know what? I'm just not even going to qualify around Monaco. It's not worth it. I completely respect that. I would probably do the same.
It's a very valid strategy, to be honest. As
yeah,
the laps start coming in thick and fast now. 1:10.7 from Bergen. That's impressive. That's incredible.
That is a very good banker lap. Holy moly! Oh, and a 1:10.5. Oh, and a 1 minute 9 dead.
Jeez.
What is that for a banker lap? I think Ugoni's got some competition today. You know.
I think he may have.
Where is he? Let's see what he's going to do.
Yes.
Here he comes. Oh, 1 minute 8.7. Oh, never mind.
Normal service has been resumed, folks. No need to panic.
I had hoped there that potentially Ugoni was going to have some competition, but no, still 3/10.
That's insanity.
That is disgustingly quick. Oh my gosh.
It's ridiculous here, and as we all know as F1 fans, qualifying is king around here.
Oh gosh, yeah. If you could qualify first and just keep it out of the walls, then you're pretty much guaranteed a first place finish.
It is, but especially as I say, if inclement weather does affect the race here, it can throw it up.
It
quite
can.
A surprising result, as we found out in '96 and '97.
Exactly. Oh, and Fabian said, "Stop eating bats, Simon, but they taste so good." Let's see what G-Star's going to do coming just out of the tunnel here. Got to be so good on the brakes coming down to the swimming pool chicane, but he does that absolutely beautifully. Fair play to him.
Yeah, just coming up to the back now. I can't stand that corner. I always just worry I'm just going to take the front left off every
But
lap.
when you get it right, that is quite possibly the best section in the whole of F1.
Oh, I can't deny it. When you get this place right,
it just feels amazing.
The satisfaction you get as G-Star gets the 110.4, goes into P5.
I'd just like to point out that we've got a Tier 3 driver who's currently sat in P3 in Tier 1.
Voltage, yes. He's done a fair few races against us in Tier 2, I believe, too.
Yeah, one feels he may not, in fact, be Tier 3.
I don't know where you're getting these clues from.
No, I don't know. I'm just going on a feeling, but you know.
Yeah.
Given that his banker was approximately 4/10 faster than my best lap, I mean.
Yeah, I think something's afoot here. Although he has got a bit of damage on his car.
I'm sorry, what? He did not set a 1 minute 9.8 with damage.
I don't think he did. I think he must have got it and he's in like, wow.
Ooh! Ugoni's having a great time here. Oh my gosh.
I'm just waiting for Ugoni to finish the race and probably just head off to one of the...
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Ugoni is in the top 1% in the world around Monaco on PlayStation.
That is crazy.
It's just insane how quick this man is around Monaco.
I managed to get in contact with Will Smith yet, just to see if he's actually human or an alien.
We can 100% confirm that he is in fact an alien. There's just no getting around that fact.
This is crazy.
Although I have to say, let's give a big props to Chris, who on medium tyres has done a 1 minute 9.6. That is some pretty good qualifying.
It is. If he's got that sort of pace in the mediums for his normal starter banker run, what is he going to have on the softs?
Well, if he's got a second on that, I mean, he's not going to be far behind Ugoni.
No, he won't. And if he can get onto that front row ahead of TDS, it will be he's got a good shot at getting Ugoni into turn 1.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Bakos is 2.5 tenths up in the first sector. Hang on a minute.
He's just coming around that hairpin, which is it's a nightmare just to drive. It was a nightmare to drive on controller.
Oh, big twitch!
Very squirrely out of Portier.
Has that ruined his lap completely, or will he still salvage something from it?
I think he's still going, but he's got the Haas ahead of him at the moment.
No, I think he's backed off now.
Yeah, 1.4, he's backed out of it.
Yeah. That's a shame, because that was looking rapid. I was just watching his gears and thinking, how on earth do you carry third gear down there? That's just insanity.
Yeah, it's crazy. These guys are, I mean, as I say, the guys in Tier 2, we're no need to blow our own trumpets, we're pretty fast ourselves, let's not be wrong. Yeah. These guys are on another level.
No, this is the point I'm at, where every single race, on the one hand, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the race where I lose P2 in Tier 2, I really want to keep fighting. But then on the other hand, I sit there and I'm like, if I keep P2 in Tier 2, I'm a candidate for promotion, and there is not a single bone in my body that wants to be racing in this tier.
Is it because mainly of the pace, or someone in the Aston Martin?
Oh, no, I'll happily race him week in, week out. We'll happily fight for P15 and 16 between us. However, my issue is that I wouldn't be fighting for any higher than P15 and 16.
This is going back a while, because I haven't been in this top tier for a goodness knows how long time. But these guys are just, they're on another planet.
Oh yeah. Like, so I raced a couple of Tier 1 races at the back end of last season. Back when it was no assists as a reserve, and I was like, I'm just going to give no assists a run just for the bants and see what happens. And I consistently was around P13. And I was like, that's not terrible, you know?
No, it's not.
And now I've dedicated to no assists this season, and it does make you quicker. Once you get the hang of it, it makes you so much quicker. But there is a huge element of stress that goes with that.
Oh, I'm not going to dispute that. As you said, with with the other tiers, we moved to no traction control, didn't we? Last season,
Yeah.
back end of last season. I will admit I had to struggle. I had a struggle getting used to it, but
Yeah.
I've made the vow now to 22 was gears, 23 and 24 give me no traction control for me.
Yeah.
Back end of that, because it's taken a bit of time to get used to, but I feel as though I've got a lot better with it now.
I will say that no ABS is not that disgusting on this game. It's really
ABS is
not
the one
that
that worries
terrible. Like, I was terrified of turning it off, and already I'm, like, relatively consistent with it. It's only places like the downhill braking zone to the swimming pool chicane. That's a bit disgusting with no ABS.
As I'm just keeping on qualifying, Chris does a 192 to go into P. Still stays P3 on those
Nice.
soft tyres. But yeah, it's working out with the braking that's going to be my problem with that. I may try it this game cycle. I don't know yet. But
I'd say give it a try, because it is definitely more manageable. You've just got to keep playing around with your brake pressure and brake bias until you find the sweet spot for yourself.
Oh yeah, because I was scared of running the manual gears, and it's second nature to me now.
Yeah.
The traction control is the same at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing how quickly you do adapt to dropping these assists if you just really commit to it.
Oh yeah. As I'm just catching the end of the lap for TDS.
Yeah, he does. A 1 minute 8.7. That is a mighty lap, to be fair.
He's getting closer.
And Ugoni's just sat there like, do I do another lap? He was probably sat there going, oh, I might not need to, but having TDS within 3/10, you might go, I might just do another lap to be safe.
Yeah, I would. But I think everybody's just coming in now for finishing their other runs and just getting ready for the last rolls of the dice here.
Yeah. Oh, as Calvin runs very, very deep. A little bit of an issue at Rascasse. Let's see if he improves. Oh, he doesn't, unfortunately. Lost all his time at Rascasse.
Yeah, it's an easy call to make the mistake.
Absolutely.
As, well, I say mistake in air quotations. Michael Schumacher found out the 1 year.
Yes, indeed he did. Catches out even the best drivers at times.
I say the mistake in heavy air quotes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Actually,
we'll
gloss over that.
Yeah. He will always be my favourite driver, but he had interesting approaches at times.
Yes, we won't name another one. Adelaide 94.
Yeah, right. And gets himself up to P8 with a very respectable 10.1.
In that very beautiful papaya McLaren.
It is a very nice car.
I'm not a McLaren fan, what?
I think that might be my first choice for next season, is McLaren. I haven't driven it yet.
Haven't you?
Not in the league, no. I've been very repetitive. I had Aston Martin, Red Bull, Alfa Romeo, Alfa Romeo, Alfa Romeo, Red Bull, Ferrari, Aston.
I've done a fair few, actually.
Actually, there was a Mercedes in there somewhere. I don't know.
I've done Mercedes once in this one. I've done Red Bull, Ferrari. I think I've had McLaren. I've had McLaren on a couple of seasons. One with the man, the myth, the Middlesbrough Meister that is Mr. Hodgson.
Yep.
And
I had the other Mark for one season, and he hardly showed up. Very sad. I was very excited to have Mr. Dennison, but
I think the only teams I haven't driven for in this league are probably Visa, Cash App, whatever they believe they're called this week.
yeah.
Sauber, Alpine, and I believe the Haas, which isn't a bad looking car this year.
No, it's not terrible. I'm never gonna ask to be in a Haas, don't get me wrong. That's one car I will always be happy to never have driven in. But one car I do actually like on this game is the V-Carb. I hate to say it, but I really like it.
It's still weird to see Chris in a V-Carb.
I know, you never thought you'd see the day that Chris would be in anything Red Bull powered.
Yeah, he's the stalwart
more unfortunate that he's in a Red Bull powered car the year that Red Bull decide to sponsor Leeds United.
Look, you've been the unsung heroes of this Formula One season so far.
Do you know what? VCarb have not had a bad season so far.
No, Danny Rick starting to show his pace a little bit more, but Tsunoda has gone up another level, I think, again this season.
Yeah, I don't know, like, he's not a bad driver, Tsunoda. He just never really does anything that makes you go, oh yeah, you know. That Yuki never, like, massively impresses me.
Ujoni's actually called it quits for the...
Oh!
No, he's actually crashed, I think.
Oh, Ugoni crashed!
I saw a red dot stopped in the Nouvelle Chicane. I think he may have crashed it.
Oh my gosh! You don't see that very often.
That's going to open the door to TDS a lot. I think, can I have a crack at this? Although I think he's just on a lap which is invalidated at the moment, so I think he's just going to go for a last little wind up, ready for the last final run.
Get the tyres nice and hot.
Yeah, he's got the Aston Martin of your brother behind him, so I don't think he's going to be too disturbed for that last run.
No, but Chris is very close behind. He's not going to want to be that close to the dirty air. Give him a bit of space.
Yeah, he's going to... I think he has backed off a little bit. Away we go, TDS.
Let's see what TDS can do. It looks like he's almost drifting through Sandoval.
Yeah, I saw that. It looked like a four-wheel drift. Looks like in the Monte Carlo rally.
Yeah.
Well, that's on Monaco Grand Prix, but that Mercedes just looking locked in at the moment.
2.5 tenths, but he's caught right up to a Sauber. This could really hamper him.
I don't know whether that Sauber's actually on a lap.
I don't know. He's ghosted.
Jules, he's on a lap.
Oh, he's on a lap.
Yes, Jules is actually on a lap. I've just had a quick look now. The guy in second place and the guy in third place are pretty much neck and neck on the track at the moment.
And TDS is looking a little bit quicker, I have to say. He's still 2.5 tenths. It's going to be so close if he can hook up this final sector. Oh, and looks like Jules got some damage. I saw some green body flying away.
Yeah, I did too. Although, is the toe actually going to help TDS down the last start finish straight?
Oh, 1 minute 8.5.
That's insane.
What a lap.
Chris is coming up to finish now as well.
Absolutely amazing lap by TDS there.
Mega lap.
Oh, and Chris gets himself into P3.
108.8, great start position there for Chris. Jules is finished, Voltage is not on a lap, Reese is backed off, he starts finished, Calvin's not looking quicker, Ant's just finished 2.
Reese is definitely not on a lap.
Bergen is just finishing up a lap now as he's coming into Raskas. I don't know whether he's going to get any time because I think the V-carb is maybe holding him up a little bit. Going to get a very nice toe down that last straight. Goes
little
P8.
Improvement, P8, very nice. But I believe that's everyone. Carl didn't set a lap, interestingly, so maybe he just wants to do a last to first. Oh, very nice.
He's on an invalidated lap. That should be the end of him.
Yeah.
And I believe that's everybody.
Well, I believe this is TDS's debut tonight, and what a way to make a debut just over a tenth off a Ugoni.
That's a statement if I ever did see one. That's a I'm here now, mic drop moment.
Yeah, absolutely, and we haven't seen his race pace yet, so if that's his quali pace, he could be a big, big competitor here.
Yeah, it's going to throw a few cat amongst the pigeons, definitely.
Absolutely.
Especially with the Joni.
So here we go. Your starting grid for Monaco will be Ugoni on pole, TDS in second, Chris Bailey, Jules, Voltage, Reese Whitcomb, BRD Calvin, G-Star Snipes, Bergen and Ant taking P10, followed by Dots, Loppy, Nev H, who was Chatty Duck, and I'm going to refer to him as such, Woomax, Keith Soze, Dumbest Hornet, Era Voice, LRL, and Sam Flan and Bit at the back.
So, what are your early predictions then?
Well, for starters, I'd like to point out that it is severely overcast. So that suggests to me we've got a very cold track temp here.
Which shouldn't be too bad for the drivers because they've, being a street track, they always run quite the softest tyres here, don't they? So it shouldn't be
Yeah,
bad to get them up to temperature.
Shouldn't be, but it could just, because when the track gets cold at Monaco, it gets really cold.
That is true.
So it could be interesting in that respect. Does DTS have the speed to take to Ugoni? We just don't know. It was very, very close in qualifying. It's going to be very interesting to see what his race pace is in comparison to his quali pace.
It is, but to be fair, if his qualifying is going to be his strong suit, then he's picked a track to display it.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you got any early predictions?
I'm looking forward to seeing TDS see what he can do. I'm looking forward to seeing how Chris is going to go in this one as well, because he's shown a very phenomenal pace. This one himself, he's dropped himself very much in the reckoning for P3.
Chris is a man who definitely likes Monaco. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see him go around here.
It will be, and it'll be good to see the few cars coming from the back as well, especially Sanflan as well. He's part of that scary Ferrari lineup this season, and I think he could come through the grid if he plays his cars right and plays his tracks as well.
I know people say qualifying is king around here. I don't think starting at the back is always a bad thing at Monaco, because what is one thing we know about MRC in Monaco? There will be safety cars.
Yes, and I believe some people have scored points from the back from Monaco.
Yeah, although Tier 2 very much disproved that theory today, because we didn't have a single full safety car.
We had a couple of VSCs, but that was it.
We had a couple of VSCs, but I was sat at the back of the grid going, can we have one safety car, please? I'm so far off the back.
Yeah, I think a certain Middlesbrough Maestro was calling for a couple as well while we were in the party earlier.
My life would have been so much easier if there had been one safety car. Just one to get me back onto the grid.
I was happy, especially with us in our race. The VSC came when it did, because I would manage to get in the pits. And
yes, to be fair, there was a perfectly timed VSC for, I think it was my fourth wing change. It was third or fourth. I did not have a good race.
But you'll be back.
It's Canada next week. It's Canada next week. I love Canada.
In 2 weeks.
That's what I meant, yeah. And you best believe that I am going to be practicing that like mental.
Although I don't think I'll be around for Canada, actually.
Oh no, where are you going to be?
I have a very good excuse. It's my brother's wedding.
Do you know what? I'll give you that. That's a pretty good excuse. We've definitely had worse ones in MRC.
He will kill me if I miss it. Don't worry, bro. I can't miss it anyway. I'm one of the groomsmen.
Oh yeah, well there you go. Definitely can't miss that.
Yeah, so I have no excuses, but I was just, as you were just saying with the grids as well with this place about getting points from here. The race here has been won from lower than the front row.
Has it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think who that might have been. Give me a clue about when it was.
The mid-90s.
Mid-90s.
And that's for everybody to try and work out who that is.
How mid are we talking? Early mid-90s or late mid-90s?
Mid-90s.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Mid-90s runs from about 1994 or 93 to 97, 94 to 96 maybe.
You're in that bracket.
So I'm going to discount Ayrton Senna. Because he died. Unfortunately, will not be him. Give us a team.
This will give it away.
Probably.
Ligier.
No, I'm stumped. I'm absolutely stumped.
Should I tell or should I wait?
Put us out of our misery. Go on.
Olivier Panis.
Panis, really?
1996.
Wow.
Monaco, he won from 14th on the grid.
From 14th?
Yep. Because
that is much lower than I was expecting.
Although, let's have a look in... Oh! I've just had a look at the tyres, and that is very interesting.
Oh, yes, that's a very good point. Let's have a look. The entire grid has gone for mediums, except for G-Star.
It was on hard, and a certain other Williams driver had that strategy in Tier 2. Again, I won't name names.
And he confused me. Because he was on hards, and I thought, he's going to go super long. And then he pitted really early, and I was like, he's pretty much dedicated to a two-stop at this point.
But let's get ready for the Tier 1 race.
Yes, here we go. We will ride on board with you, Goni, because as is absolutely usual for this game, it's given me a terrible camera angle.
It always does, but some of the ones we get to later in the race will be a lot better.
Yes. Here we go, any minute now. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we are any minute now away in Monaco. Ugoni gets a very, very good start.
Holds off TDS. Chris into turn 1. Voltage has jumped his teammate.
Oh, there's some moving about down the bottom.
It's the duck.
Oh, it's Chatty Duck. It's Neve. She's gone.
Can't see any damage on the McLaren, but...
Oh, there is some bodywork flying.
There's another cut. A Bergen spot at the top of the hill.
Oh, no. Dumbest Hornet's missing an end plate as well.
Bergen's missing a whole front wing.
VSC.
No, actually, no. He's missing both end plates on there.
Ooh, 10 seconds for Dots.
Oh, that's a shame. He had such a good performance last week as well.
He really did, yeah.
Few winners out of this one. Loppy's made a couple of spots. Dumbest Hornet's up 3. Air Voice is up 3 as well. So is Carl. Biggest losers at the back of Neville and Bergen, down 6 and 11.
Yeah, not the best starts for them, unfortunately.
But the VSC is going to help them because it means they can get a pit stop to get that damage repaired to their cars so they can actually get back out and fight again.
Yeah, exactly. As long as the VSC lasts, they'll be fine.
It's a long race here, though. 39 laps. It's going to be a...
Oh, it's so long. Oh, my gosh.
It's an endurance one, this one.
You've really got to work so hard to keep your head. Oh, and it's the 2 Aston Martins are both pitting as well, so that's really going to hurt Dumbest Hornet.
Yeah, Dots has got a service penalty as well, hasn't he?
Oh, no. Dumbest is being absolutely wrecked here, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's had to double stack. 5 cars in the pits as the VSC goes back.
And we're racing again. Oh, TDS had a very good restart.
He's right up in Joni's gearbox. I wonder if he's going to maybe try and move into the chicane. Because
he is.
It's really one of the only places you can pass here.
There's not a lot of opportunities.
I say pass in air quotes.
It's one of the few places you can assert your space to make a pass happen.
Yeah, it's going to be just to see whether Joni can just hold the pressure off.
If there's a man in this league who can keep calm under pressure, it is Ugoni.
That is true, but TDS has an advantage here, though. Ujoni doesn't know how he races.
This is true.
Does he? So he doesn't know what to expect from him. He doesn't know how late he'll go on the brakes and everything like that. How aggressive, what he'll do for passes and everything like that. He's got that element of surprise to it.
This is very, very true. TDS has that advantage that he can race his race and figure out Ugoni quicker than Ugoni can figure out him. Oh, we're on another VSC.
Yeah, I think it's Nasa's had a bit of a spin in the tunnel.
Oh no. Oh, it was Dumbest Hornet again, no front wing.
Yeah, I've just seen it.
Oh, he's having a pickle today.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate one, but it's going to be this track. It just does it to you. The
Do you know what?
Just more mistakes.
If it's going to happen, this track isn't the worst track to have a bad race at, because at least you can go, well, it's Monaco, isn't it? Blech.
Yeah, it doesn't really create great racing, does it, here? I'm not going to...
No, it's horrendously boring.
It's a beautiful track, don't get me wrong. The location's fantastic.
It's historic, it's a great location, blah blah blah, XYZ, I hate it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Chris Bailey's had a bit of a unfortunately stinky restart there, but again, TDS is sticking right to the back of Ugoni.
That might not be a bad thing for Chris, though. This can stay out the dirty air of the front too and keep his tyres a bit cooler.
Well, this is very true, and keep his engine a little bit cooler as well.
Yeah, the Saubers are running pretty decent as well, 4th and 5th, with the Sauber, Red Bull at the moment. Not a phrase you'd say in real life, but...
I hate to say it, I don't really see Voltage staying in Tier 3 much longer.
Nor do I.
Currently running P4 in Tier 1.
And not really looking out of his depth either, to be honest.
No, he's built a bit of a gap to Jules, to be fair.
Yeah, he's taken to it, well, to reference someone in McLaren like a duck to water, really.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, there's something going on. La Source. It's Bergen.
Oh, no.
Just seen him at Sander Vort, and he's just had to do another 3-point turn.
Yeah, and he's missing an end plate again.
Yeah. Well, the front wing, that's going to be a nightmare to get around.
And Ugoni's catching up to him as well.
Yeah,
sorry, excuse me.
No worries. I'm just hoping Bergen maybe your ghost.
I hope so. He should do, because it's absolutely tragic for him, but unfortunately he will be a lapped car at that point.
Yeah, it will be.
Oh my gosh, what is happening? Am I allergic to F1 all of a sudden?
I don't know, but...
I'm so sorry for all you people listening to comms and just having to put up with me sneezing for an hour and a half.
I can't actually say what's up with you, they might get demonetized.
Yeah, indeed. I tell you what, TDS is just really hanging on to the back of Ugoni here.
He's glued to him. It's fun. This is how to make a statement on a debut.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Chris Bailey's just gone, do you know what? You guys fight. You have fun. I'm just going to look after my tyres for a bit.
Yeah, Chris is in a good position here. I mean, he's not, as I say, he's let the front two have a little play for a bit. He's not got much pressure up for the Saubers behind at the moment. He can just run his own pace, keep himself in clean air.
Yeah, just run his own race at the moment.
Yeah, his old teammates, just having a quick look at him at the moment, he's starting to catch up to this...
catch up to the group, yeah.
Yeah, the two Red Bulls, two Saubers group. He's almost bringing on the little back, and I don't think G-Star and Lorpy are too far back from him either, so it could be a 6-car group coming in a few laps, I think.
Yeah, I think we're going to have quite the train going on here shortly.
Yeah.
And actually, Eurovoice isn't far behind either.
No, and LRL. Oh, it's a bit of argy-bargy with Neville and Sam Flan going into the hairpin.
Yeah, there is a bit. But Sam Flan got through.
It's not easy to overtake. Again, as we said, it's not easy to overtake here. You've got to have some trust with the other driver and trust with the car. Oh, first 3 seconds of the night.
Yeah, it's not looking like a great race for Damaged, unfortunately.
No, it's unfortunate, but as I say, going back to what I said, overtakes can be done, but you've got to place your car right, be brave, and
You've got to have balls of steel and get your car in exactly the right place.
yeah, as I can attest to the one time when I got an overtake around Portier.
Nice. I think I was, yes. It's a very nice overtake.
Yes, right around the outside of one of the Mercedes cars going into the hairpin.
Ah, yes, I do remember, yes.
Speaking of Mercedes, Joni has his mirrors full of one.
Yeah, it's still right there, to be fair.
He's not let go of him, has he? Pretty much stolen his first 7 laps.
Yeah.
BSC.
No, he's having a great little race. Chris Bailey is, I don't know if he's struggling or if he is just allowing himself some room, but he is falling off.
He is a little bit. I'll just have a quick look at the gaps and see what's up with this one. He's 5.7. He's about 5.7, 5.9 back at the moment. The leader is about another half a second, so he doesn't want to drop too far back.
No, he doesn't really, but like you say, he's not in a bad position right now.
No,
you just don't want to let them get out of reach, you know?
He's quite comfortable at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, as I say, he's got no pressure up front to try and take those other guys. He's got no pressure up from behind from the Saubers. He can just run his own pace, keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. And this gaggle of Saubers and Red Bulls is getting very interesting.
It is. It's going to be bringing up a Papaya McLaren as well.
I think Jules is probably thinking, "Come on, mate, let me through. I'm the faster teammate, please."
He's going to be there. He's going to be able to draw the back of his teammate's car from memory soon, I think.
I think so, yeah. And I mean, voltage is flashing. So he has used up all of that ERS trying to keep ahead.
But that's not a bad thing here, because the recharge I found in our races wasn't that bad. I was ready running out of ERS, but I can see the reason.
Good.
I can see the reason why probably voltage may be holding up Jules a little bit.
Does he have damage by any chance?
Take a look at his front wing.
Yeah, he's missing an end plate.
And that's going to feel like an absolute dog to drive at the moment.
Oh, it's horrible around here having damage. It's undrivable. So he's doing a mighty job holding on to the way he is with that damage.
Yeah, but he's going to be hampering his teammate though, because if Jules is quicker, is he going to be able to catch back up to Chris?
Yeah, absolutely.
And these Red Bulls, you think to yourself as well, is it worth probably maybe doing an early pit stop at the moment?
Oh, Jules got through.
I wonder if he let him through. Or the Red Bull's going to have a go into the chicane.
But voltage broke nice and late to defend him.
I wonder if that was team orders.
It might well have been, yeah, I think so.
Although I think maybe as soon as he probably just heard the commentary and just thought, oh, there's damage to my car, there's no point in holding my teammate up.
Yeah, possibly.
Although he could be a good teammate, as I say, if he can let his Jules get away and maybe try and back the Red Bulls up a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Build a bit of a gap for his teammate. We love that.
Yeah, it depends on how. It always comes back to this track though. It's patience. You can't just. Yes, I know it gets frustrating. You're stuck behind the same car for multiple laps. You just can't. You got to be patient here. You can't just stick a wheel up the inside of any corner, otherwise you're going to be off the track and out of the race.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Reese is starting to look at nearly every corner now.
Reese is a quick driver, but he's also a very clever driver. He picks his moment very well.
That's what you need around this place. You need to be someone who can pick the moment and just think, okay, he's going to try and probably force voltage into a mistake. Maybe try and get him to lock up a brake. Maybe go and brake a little bit later, miss his braking marker a little bit, etc., etc. He just doesn't have to run off the road. Just make makes Voltage just have to think, I'm still here, mate. You're not going to get rid of me.
Oh! There's the mistake, unfortunately.
Still stays ahead, though.
He does just about.
That's going to infuriate Reese a little bit.
Oh, and he goes side by side in Sandvort, but doesn't quite get the move done.
Although, is that going to give Calvin a run?
Calvin had half a look, but just couldn't get through.
Yeah, back out and just think, let's not wreck the race here for each other, but...
Yeah.
Just gone back up to the leaders again. Eugeni's managed to gap TDS now.
Oh, he has, yeah.
1.7 seconds, so... I wonder if Eugeni's just had a look and just thought, okay, let's just show my teeth a little bit here first.
Or it could be that TDS just used a little bit too much of his tyre life trying to keep up with Ugoni.
That's true. Again, gaps are starting to form on track now from looking at the map, so...
They are.
Strategies may start coming into place.
Reese is still right on the back of Voltage, but it's how he's going to play this. Does he try to undercut? Does he try to overcut?
I'm just having a look at the map now at the minute, and I'm wondering if... Because there's a gap I can see between... It looks like one of the Mercedes and the Ferrari.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if people are looking at that gap and just thinking, can I make a pit stop and slot into there?
It's kind of where you want to be, really, don't you?
Yeah, you don't want to be in traffic here.
Absolutely.
I'm just going to have a look at who it is.
I think it might be Bergen and Sam Flan. I think Bergen's a lapped car who's caught in that.
Yeah, it's Sam Flan and LRL. People probably want to, if you pit now, you want to try and get out within that 12-13 place gap.
Yeah.
So you can actually have some clean air to go through.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because the last thing you want is to pit and then just be stuck behind another slower car for a few laps and it just eats away at what advantage you try to get.
Absolutely.
Everything just seems settling down a little bit now as Voltage manages to get up the road now. He's got away from his teammate in the two Red Bull cars.
Oh, here goes Reese!
Oh, he
absolute send into Sandvort.
He ignored the engineer's advice. He did some heroics into Sandvort.
He did indeed.
And it worked.
And he made it stick, to be fair to him. What a move.
He just gave Jeff from the old F1 games the figurative middle finger.
Yeah, literally. And now Calvin's going to be sat here going, oh, I wonder if I can do that.
Yeah, he's going to get ideas now, I think. And just think to yourself, okay, if Reese can do it, why can't I?
Yeah. Maybe I can do a nice clean little send into Sandvort.
Yeah.
But he's also thinking, Reese, can you open up the gap a bit more, please, so that I can actually have a run?
Yeah, because I think if Voltage is going to still get a DRS off him.
It's going to be close. I think this is the sector where Reese should open up a bit with that front wing damage for Voltage.
Yeah, this is where... Oh, no, he's had a very big hit on the right-hand side again coming out of swimming pool.
Oh, Calvin goes for the undercut.
I wonder if he's seen that gap. I wonder if he's going to try and get that gap I mentioned.
It'll be interesting to see where he comes out.
He may time this nicely, actually. Just keeping an eye on... There, he's going to slot in nicely into that gap.
Oh, yeah, he is, actually.
He's got it beautifully, and that's
absolutely
really
perfect.
Nice really nice clean space for him there. Although you've got to watch that pit exit. It's terrible here.
It really is. It's so horrible. But I have noticed, look at who's catching back up to Ugoni slowly.
Is it TDS in that Mercedes?
He has closed the gap again a little bit. He's gone from 1.8 to 1.2.
I wonder if he's had a bit of a couple of recharge laps to get back some ERS so he can have another go before the pit stops.
Yeah, quite possibly. Just get himself in a good position so that he's got his options of, do I undercut, overcut, do whatever I need to do.
Does he go up and down, side to side, like a roller coaster?
It certainly seems that way in Sandefjord. It literally looks like, oh, that just was a four-wheel drift. That he controls absolutely beautifully.
Yeah, does he try and push past his limit to get around this place, or is it going to be an interesting one? Because it's going to depend on... Oh, Hornet's out.
Oh, no, he retired in the pits.
No safety car, I don't think.
No, he did it in the pits, so he should be alright.
I was going to say, has Bert Mylander gone on vacation this weekend?
I think he has. I think he's just on, he's on strike.
Yeah, he's on paid leave, I think.
I think
Very
so.
quiet tonight.
But you can understand with Dumbest Hornet, unfortunately. Oh, he's in! So now TDS needs to get his foot down, have a very, very good in-lap, and hope that maybe Ugoni gets caught up in a little bit of traffic.
I'm going to have a quick check on something, because I'm just going to see... Yeah, I just got into having a quick check on the battery charge. I think he's going to try and probably run it now.
Yeah, quite possibly.
Yellow flags at the Newville chicane.
He's gotten himself into a nice little gap, to be fair, so he can push.
Yeah, Joni... Yeah, he's out in very nice trap, very nice open space there. He's still back ahead of Jules, so...
And I think Calvin's made a beautiful undercut on voltage.
He has.
Huge undercut.
That's going to be the wing damage.
Oh, yeah, absolutely correct. I completely forgot about that.
That's going to be the wing damage for those extra few laps.
They will, yeah.
That car would have felt horrible. Now Calvin can just get up the road now and just think his tyres are going to be bedded in a lot more.
Yeah, 100%. He's in the pits.
TDS is in. Where
is he going to have overcut Ugoni, sorry?
He's in the swimming pool.
He's coming round Raskas. Oh, it's going to be very, very close.
Yeah, I can just see him coming out the box.
Oh.
No, he's not got him.
Not a bad effort from TDS, though.
The battle is rejoined.
He's within a second, so he needs... Oh, it's Kisa.
I thought it was TDS for a minute then. I'm a bit worried. Jules has just done his pit stop, so has Reese. Calvin's jumped his teammate.
Oh, interesting. That undercut is super powerful here.
Yeah, he's jumped his teammate. That one, and I wonder if that's not gonna make Reese a very happy boy.
No, it's not, but I suspect Reese might have the pace to come back at Calvin later in the race.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll play the team game.
Not any dig on Calvin, just Reese is a disgustingly quick driver.
Although I'm looking at something quite interesting. The leaders have already caught up to Chris.
Yeah. There goes Chris.
Into his pit stop. They've already caught him up before he even got there.
G-Star is right on the back of Loppy as well.
Yeah, this pace from these front two are insane at the moment.
Oh, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? Are they going to pit? Well, one of them is. G-Star stays out.
How long has he been on those tyres for now? 17 laps on those hard tyres.
Oh, yeah, he started on the hard, so he's going to be pitting a lot later.
That's detrimental for Chris. He's not out ahead of G-Star.
No, that could end up in him being held up for a few laps yet. Oh no, G-Star lets him through! How interesting.
That was odd. That was for position.
Yeah.
I wonder if G-Star looked at it and thought, I'm not racing this guy. I'm just trying to...
Let's use Chris to pull me along for the moment, he might be thinking.
Yeah, I just was having a quick look while I was looking at the Chris. I saw Jules looking very out of shape going into the hairpin, and I just saw him going through very slowly.
Oh, fastest lap for TDS. He's found some pace on these hards.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to try and get back into Jody now and just start putting...
Ooh, big twitch from Ugoni there. That's not something you see very often.
I wonder if he's flustered a little bit.
Yeah, this is a... I mean, we've seen some rapid pace from Saviour this season, who's been able to fight Ugoni at times, but apart from Australia, I think this is the most pressure Ugoni's been under.
Yeah, no dig at everyone in the tier. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's very rare that Ujoni is ran like this.
Yeah.
Kept under pressure and kept on his toes.
Absolutely. Yes, just mental, but it's Ugoni, TDS, and then a 20-second gap to Chris Bailey.
It's insane.
And again, that's no dig on Chris Bailey. Chris Bailey is driving a very good race, but the pace of these two is just unbelievable.
It's absolutely crazy.
But it's whether TDS is gonna... Whoa! He locked up big time there. Just as I was about to say, is TDS gonna be able to find a way past Ugoni? He nearly spins it under braking.
I'm getting some very vivid flashbacks from a few Monaco Grand Prix I've watched watching these two.
Yeah. Oh, Reese is literally pushing Calvin around the hotel hairpin.
I wonder if he's going full Max Verstappen and literally mashing his radio button at the moment.
I mean, he could well be. It would not surprise me.
And then we just get... Reese is probably just getting GP on the radio in the minute, just saying, okay, just leave it at that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, he's hit the wall!
Ooh, that's not what you want.
Don't think there's any damage on the Red Bull. Can't see any, but it looked like on my screen took a bit of a hit. I'm just going back to this front two again. The TDS is just running, chasing your journey down.
It is actually quite amazing.
Although, I'm just having a quick peek up the track. I wonder if he stopped yet. I'm going to have a quick check. He has.
Who has?
Sam Flan. The leaders are coming up to him.
Yes, they are.
And I wonder if Ferrari are going to play a little team game.
I see.
Although, with the ghosting on, it's not really going to affect much, but...
No. It'll provide him with some DRS on a straight that the DRS doesn't actually make much difference on.
Not around here. Not in a million years. It's probably one of the most pointless DRSs, I want to say.
Yeah, it's like F1 when we are going to have a DRS straight. We will have one, and it's absolutely useless. But at least we have one.
There's been talk of putting one in, going into the chicane, but it would be pointless.
It would be so pointless. None of the straights here are long enough for DRS to actually do anything.
No, not even turn one.
No. You can see how hard TDS is pushing. Yeah, Ugoni just drove straight through it, but it does give him a little bit of DRS, as predicted.
Yeah, it helps him defend for this lap. The car's just looking so planted.
It's honestly so great to watch these two go at it.
Oh yeah, it is. It's as I said, it's reminiscent to Mansell and Senna in '92.
Yeah.
Or Barton and Trulli 2004 as well.
Yeah. Oh, as Reese Whitcomb gets very out of shape.
I'll put Calvin on his gearbox going to Sandoval.
Now, do we think G-Star is going to go for a set of softs here? Is he trying to go that long?
I wonder. But I think he's trying to wait. Let's not say the cursed words, otherwise that might happen.
Yeah, no.
We don't want that.
Well, it is kind of amazing that we're getting towards the end of the second race of the week, and we haven't had a single one yet.
No, Burt Mylander has not graced this race with his appearance.
No, which is very, very unusual for Monaco.
It is, especially because this place is Burt Mylander's
constant walls.
favourite track.
Well, it's the track he knows best because he's here so blooming much.
Yeah, he's probably done more laps around than most of the F1 grid has.
Yeah, probably. Oh, 3 seconds for voltage.
So I'll have a quick check and see who's got what penalty. Moments. Only a few 3 seconds across the board at the moment.
Yeah, it's not too bad at all, really.
Wheel to wheel with G-Star at the top of the hill. He's got through.
Oh, very nice.
The other Red Bulls.
Oh, G-Star gets very out of shape.
Yeah, I wonder if those hard tyres are screaming, I've had enough now.
They've got to be dying by now.
G-Star's going to have to tiptoe on the throttle around most of these corners.
I think TDS must be absolutely losing his mind at this point. That they keep catching up to lapped cars in time for the DRS straight.
Yeah, he's probably going to be able to draw... TDS will go to sleep tonight, and the only thing he will see is that the image of that Ferrari burned into his eyelids.
Absolutely.
He's been stuck behind your journey for so long. It's like Coulthard and Bernaldi years ago.
Yeah.
Button and Verline. Hopefully this will not end the same way as Button and Verline.
No. We pray not.
No, we don't, because we don't want a Ferrari or Mercedes in the middle of the harbour.
No. Not so much.
That's the last thing we want, but it's coming into the state of play now where we've got to see who's going to make the move, who's going to try and get the mistake on it, as TDS is literally skating around half these corners, pretty much opposite lock. Yeah, I think that Ferrari's looking a lot more planted. I think this is what's keeping him ahead. He's got way more confidence. He can plant the throttle when he wants to. He's got better traction.
Yeah, you can see when TDS is in the slipstream, he's very quick.
Yes, I think it's at some of the traction zones. I think Ujoni is able to creep away a little bit.
Yeah, I think TDS might be running some very un-Monaco-esque wings.
That's understandable. The keys are called it quits.
Yeah.
I'll be 1 second.
That's okay. There's not a lot of battling going on. Nev and LRL are having a little bit of a battle here. Calvin's fallen behind Loppy. Oh, he spun it! Oh, no, he spun at the top of the hill.
My apologies, that.
That's okay. LRL is slowly coming back into this race. He's right on the back of Nev here. Oh, I thought he was going to send it into Casino there, but he thought better of it.
Still, Well, I'm gonna look around and see what he could do with the trouble. Well, McLaren, very slow to the hairpin.
Opened up a little bit of a gap to LRL, but it looks like he's closing it back down pretty quickly.
This is how they've got up. I think they've got up to 10th on the lap cars now. Leaders.
Yeah, indeed. They are just... It is absolutely disgusting how quick they are.
I think the way to the field. Can we not put these two on the same team, please?
Absolutely not. That would be ridiculous. That is an MRC petition. Absolutely, these two can never be on the same team. That would just... From what we've seen today, that would be unfair domination.
Yeah, I mean McLaren-esque in the first two races of 98.
Yeah. Absolutely. I have to give props to Voltage. He's doing very, very well in P7. Which will, at some point, be P6 whenever G-Star actually decides. Oh,
very heavy
no! Hit. I've absolutely cursed him there.
From wing damage, I just went on board with him. He's missing the front end plate.
Oh, dear.
I think he's going to have to pit.
I think he's going to have to, yeah, after that.
That's going to be feeling like an absolute you-know-what.
Yeah. Oh, Calvin's left the session as well, unfortunately.
He's retired.
Yeah.
It's a shame he's parked up for the day.
So you do kind of start to lose all faith in the race, really.
Yeah, it's been very weird that we've not had one.
I know. It's absolutely bizarre. We don't have a lot of battling on track, really. LRL and Nev are still pretty close, but... Whose is?
Calvin's.
Oh, no. Voltage is pitting for a new front wing.
Yeah, and I'm still wondering. G-Star's still going.
Oh, he is. Oh, and Reese completely... No, that was Calvin's car. Sorry, I thought Reese had just completely outbroken himself there, but that was just...
Calvin's car.
Yeah.
On top of Mirabo. Oh, very squirrely for TDS. 48.
Yeah, we've got a bit of a train at the back, but other than that, it's only really the front two.
Yeah, it's settling down quite a bit now, isn't it, this race? The train from Dots down to Samslam.
Yeah.
Everyone else is pretty much spaced out.
G-Star finally pits.
Goes for the mediums.
Interesting. He's left it very late to switch to a set of mediums. You could potentially get a set of softs to the end from here.
Yeah, he probably could quite easily, especially with the car being a lot lighter now.
Yeah, exactly.
Although, speaking of which, I wonder if people are going to start having to fuel save soon.
I only put half a lap in my car at the start of the race, and I was fine.
I went half a lap under. Of course, I think we've had the same amount of VSCs, but I wonder if people have tried to underfuel the cars, expecting some safety cars tonight.
I was tempted to underfuel, and I went, no, I'm not going to risk it.
You didn't want that chocolate biscuit?
No. While the chocolate biscuit is wonderful, there's too much at risk.
Understandable.
Well, TDS has now fallen off the back of Ugoni just a smidge.
I wonder if that's drops to get the tyres back in temperature, or
Could be a little bit of graining.
possibly. Although, I don't know whether that would make the theory, because Ugoni's tyres are one lap older than TDS's.
Yeah, true.
Voltage goes to the gets the fastest lap. Which, to be honest, is just given, especially with the soft tyres around now.
Yeah. Can LRL get anything done on dots here? No, he just can't get close enough.
It's not enough of a traction zone to try the DRS pass.
No, not unless you get a monumental exit onto the straight and the person in front of you doesn't.
I'm just having a quick look at cause the yellow flag a little bit later on the lap, because these are coming up to one of the Hasses. It is Leicester Minister of Defence. Dreeden. Oh, another 3 seconds for voltage.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Although I'm just trying to have a look at, I'll have a look at this gap between him and.
I'll tell you who deserves a shout out today is Loppy, all the way up in P6.
Yeah, he's done very well today.
That's a great little race from Loppy.
He's not done anything flashy. He's just kept his nose clean, and he's just benefited off people's mistakes. Because especially with what happened with Voltage, what happened with Calvin as well, he's been there to pick up the pieces. Same with Ant as well.
Yeah, that's just what you want to do around here. You just want to drive clean and pick up the scraps.
Best way of doing it.
So how many seconds of penalties does Voltage have now? He only has 6 seconds. So he'll be holding on to P9 as things stands.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna. Oh, G-Star 3 seconds himself now. Get the very nice helicopter shot around the harbour.
LRL is keeping Dots under some serious pressure now.
He is, and I'm wondering if he's going to try and make an attempt before the end of the race.
I think there's a very good chance that he will, because he's right on the back of him consistently now.
But again, if he passes him, he can't really get up to the point for him now.
Yeah, indeed. But I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe this is LRL's first race back, isn't it?
I believe it is, yes, and it is an absolute pleasure to have him back again.
Absolutely lovely to have him back. He's been gone for too long.
We have missed him. We have missed him so.
We have. Oh, TDS is out!
Where's that happened?
It's a full safety.
I think it's down at the chicane. I saw a Mercedes dot down at the chicane missing.
Yeah, it's the swimming pool chicane.
Oh, gutting.
Oh, that's absolutely heartbreaking for him.
Ugoni's pitting, going for the soft tyres. Although he's got that much of a gap to Chris, I think.
Yeah,
he's
indeed.
Pitted and come back out again.
I mean, he can do that. He can pit, come back out, and it just, you know, it just is what it is at this point. Whereas Chris Bailey, if he elects to pit, and Jules doesn't, he's lost the position, basically, because as we know, overtaking is so difficult here.
Yeah, but he's got a lot of traffic up ahead of him at the moment.
He has.
Chris, he's gonna maybe catch it for the pit stall. He's staying out.
He's going for track position.
It's king around here.
And Jules stays out as well. Yeah, I think Chris has gone, well, I'm not going to catch you, Goni, anyway. His pace is disgusting around here. Interesting.
Front wing change for the Red Bull.
Oh, he's got a
Soft
huge
tyres?
gap to Loppy, to be fair, so he can get away with that.
Yeah, Loppy's only just coming through the swimming pool now. Absolutely gutting for TBS.
Absolutely gutting. He was having a fantastic race.
Absolutely immaculate.
Excuse me.
We have got Mr. Burt Mylander greeting
Yes.
with us.
Bakos says, clipped the wall at the Nouvelle chicane. Oh, that's gutting.
Gutting. You did exceptional, mate.
Yeah.
You can hold your head up high.
Great first outing in MRC, mate.
Yeah. Fantastic, and we hope to see you back on the track soon.
Yeah.
So don't think with the impression you made tonight, I don't think it'll be too long before you are.
Yeah, indeed. Now, the person who's really in a pickle here now is Voltage,
Yeah,
who was perfectly comfortable, but that 6-second penalty is going to bite him now that let's try again. Now that the pack is bunched up again.
Yeah, G-Star 2 as well.
Yeah.
Shorts is pitting.
Interesting. A very late pit stop. But again, he's got the gap to Reese. He's got 27 seconds.
Going for the mediums, okay.
So he's going to come out in perfectly clean air, but there's a lapped car between him and Bailey. So maybe he thought the mediums will make sure he can get past the lapped car and keep on the back of Chris Bailey.
Yeah, but I think Chris is going to be driving the widest Visa Cash App RB MasterCard Tesco's Sainsbury's car now, whatever.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Melvin. I'm sorry to disappoint you, my friend.
What's he said?
There's a Rocket League tournament starting in 2 minutes. Alas, if only I could.
But we have safety car. This will be an interesting safety car for the last two or three
We
laps.
have one safety car in Monaco, which is not a surprise in of itself, except that it's the first one of the week.
Just means I can give you an interesting little fact, a little tidbit around Monaco.
Ooh, lovely.
Would you happen to know?
Probably not.
An interesting fact from the 1996 race.
Okay.
Again, that because of it raining and
Yeah.
because of it having trouble with his helmet fogging up on a quite consistent basis,
Yeah.
Mr. Chin himself, DC David Coulthard,
Yeah.
was actually racing with a spare crash helmet to Michael Schumacher that day.
Oh, was it that one?
Yeah. So if you look at pictures of DC from that race in '96, your eyes are not deceiving you. That is not Michael Schumacher being photoshopped into the car. That is actually Mr. Coulthard underneath that crash helmet.
I knew there was a race he'd borrowed a Schumi helmet, but I couldn't remember which one it was.
There you go.
You learn something new every day.
Why you have me on this show, apart from my fabulous good looks?
Yeah, I've given up testing you on F1 stuff because your knowledge is just disgusting and it's not fun for me.
It's ridiculous.
Melvin says, can you not sniff so loud, Simon? Are you sick or something? Had you not figured that out?
I don't know what the first clue was.
No, I've no idea. No. I'm perfectly healthy.
In his mind.
Yeah. It's all mind over matter, monster. If you make yourself believe that you are well, you will recover quickly.
You'll be back. We're going to get the final 2-lap shootout.
COVID's got nothing on me. But yes, here we go.
As we head to the final couple of tours of Monaco.
How late? Oh, lots of people getting 10-second penalties. What happened there?
I wonder if that was because of the Haas going slow around the chicane.
It could be. We might see that in the steward's room, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Chris Bailey's got a couple of lapped cars here. Oh, and a Ferrari takes himself out.
Was there a bit of damage on Chris's car there, I saw?
No, I think the Ferrari took himself out. I think Chris is fine.
Yeah. He's just letting Joni. I think Joni's going to get the fastest lap back.
Do you know what? I think he might, knowing you, Joni.
Yeah, I think he's... Oh, who's the car stops at the top of the hill? Lorpy!
Oh, no! Oh, he was doing so well!
He's still in 8th place, but he's got a bit of damage on the car. And I don't
yeah,
think
he's missing an end plate. Still in P8, though.
Yeah, it's going to feel horrid to drive. Joni's just checked out.
I think Voltage is actually going to stick in the points here, you know?
I think he may.
Oh, Chris Bailey's under some pressure from Reese Whitcomb. Literally being pushed around Rascasse.
If this was real life, you'd be hearing Christian Moore on the radio just telling him to let the V car let him through.
Yeah, oh, a little bit of contact, but look at that traction difference from Reese.
Got through.
Through he goes indeed.
Oh, but these ghost cars through the lap traffic is going to be really putting everybody off.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Chris has been so put off by it, unfortunately.
Yeah, lapped his teammate.
Yeah, these lapped cars just not getting out the way.
Although we're just having a quick look at the leader, who is just coming through to back now. Through the swimming pool.
Oh, 3 seconds for Dots. With LRL right there, he could lose his point.
Round Anthony knows.
And here comes Ugoni to win the race, and there's the fastest lap.
He was saving it for us right at the end, folks.
And through goes Reese on Era Voice. He'll take P2. And Chris Bailey P3. Obviously switched because of the 10-second penalty, but I suspect we might well see that in stewarding.
Yes, G-Star takes P4 on track, race P5, Jules P6.
And Voltage P7, a mighty race from him.
Yes, Lorpy is the only other car
to not be lapped.
Yeah, he's the only one on the lead lap still. I think there's going to be a few stewards' inquiries coming through on this one.
I think there might be.
As Lorpy comes around the last few corners.
Here he comes, through Rascasse, round the final corner, and across the line to take home P8. A very nice race from Lorpy indeed. Well, that was a very interesting race.
Got very interesting in that final safety car, I will not
Yeah,
lie.
absolutely.
Driver of the day LRL, but I'll give you mine.
That's very valid from the game. He drove a fantastic race, to be fair.
He did. But I think I'm not actually going to be cliche and say Joni on this one. I think I'm going to give it to TDS. Actually.
Yeah, he did have a fantastic debut, to be fair.
He did.
Yeah, so we'll just run through the final grid, which has been mixed up because of penalties, but it'll all get reorganised later. So as it stands here, it's Ugoni, Chris Bailey, Ant, G-Star, Reese, Jules, Voltage, Loppy, Era Voice, and LRL took the final point. Followed by Dots, Samflan, Wumax, Nev, Bergen, Bit, TDS, Calvin, Kisa, and Damaged Hornet. Well, thank you all for tuning into the race and for putting up with my disgustingly snotty nose through the last hour and a half. And thank you for joining me, Monster. It's been a pleasure having you on comms again.
It's been a while for our partnership, hasn't it?
It has,
so
yeah.
There's a few more coming up in the future for us.
Yeah, indeed. Hopefully so. So we will be back on Wednesday at 7 p.m, where the Tier 3 boys will have their turn around Monaco. And then again at 8:45 when MRCX Extreme, the no assist boys, will also be having their turn.
They're the biggest nutters of the week, I think.
Yeah, I'm included in that, and you are absolutely spot on. So thank you all for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your night. Goodbye.
See you all.